I'll sing for you. Baka mitai kodomo nano ne. Yume wo otte kizusuite. Uso ga entana kusendi. Waraenai ega o miseta. I love you mo roku ni iwanai kushi beta ne hon mani buki o nano ni doshite sayonara wa ietano dame dane dame nano yo anta ga suki de suki te dore da ke suyo io sake demo yugamanai omoide ga baka mitai. I'll miss you, Donald.
Thank you for the well done. Hello. Yeah. So, this is one of my favorite characters, Yunbei, and I'm not playing Goofy's No Elation. This is one of my favorite characters, and I'm gonna play the It's story quest, her story quest, or part of a story quest in this thing. So yeah, there won't be Where's no screw you, screw you. Like this is one of my favorite characters, and like I like the Japanese voice actor for this one, like a very deep voice. But I'm playing in English
This is a
for
peaceful neighborhood.
this one. There are a few reasons. So this is Madam Ping. This is the first character I'll speak to. And then you might hear very random stuff, so
children, come. You've arrived
absolutely
at
don't
just
recommend.
the right moment. I've been looking for you.
Yuck.
Oh, what is it, Granny? Need any help?
Oh, no. You've done so much for Liyue Harbor already. I could hardly ask for more. In fact, my old friends and I have been putting our heads together to think of what sort of gift we might give you in return.
A gift? For Paimon?
Oh, child, you are so very modest. Uncommonly so,
Did he
even.
leave already?
But you mustn't decline this gift. I simply won't allow it. When you
Simply won't
traversed my
allow
old
it.
teapot in search of the cleansing bell, I heard your little friend mention that you often camp out
Can you
in the
actually hear
wilds.
this?
Yuck.
That simply
simply
won't do. Especially since I imagine you still have
Have a very long journey ahead of you.
Fortunately, I have not yet grown so old as to see my subspace creation abilities atrophy. Oh, did my friends
Okay,
never
good.
mention that to you? Well then, it is a blessing we old folks once received
hard-
from Rex
I'll hard
Lapis.
this as well.
Part of our illumination, if you will. I will not go into too much detail, but subspace creation is the ability to create a small, autonomous pocket world. The teapot that you
Yeah,
entered
yeah.
previously
I'm making the
was a
sound
little
myself.
trinket
Yuck.
created using that ability.
Like I'm actually like shutting my mouth and playing it.
Yuck.
A trinket, you say?
So, in the eyes of an adeptus, creating a magic teapot world is just child's play, huh?
Oh, indeed,
It's
the
a sound
teapot
clip
is nothing
that
to
I
boast of.
clip myself and then
One
put
such
in
as
my
myself must depart
streaming
from this realm to create a world of
application,
one's
so
own.
can you
Rex
spam for
Lapis,
what?
on the other
Yuck,
hand,
yuck,
moved
yuck,
mountains
yuck.
It
and
won't-
seas.
It won't echo,
That is what
it will just
one
cut
might
off and
call
then
an
do the restart.
exercise of true power.
so I can't really spam it.
But that's
Like, it will
enough
just be very
nostalgia
annoying.
for now.
I think
The
that will
gift
push
that I
push
have
rapport
prepared
with the
for you
audience.
just
Yuck, yuck.
requires a few
Yep.
final
I relate to that
materials to add the
that
finishing
sound.
touch.
That sound very much. What are missing
That's right.
materials?
Finding stuff's what we're good at, after all.
Oh, settle down now, children. There's no need for you to go running hither and thither. I have already found a fleet-footed youngster to prepare what I need. What's more, I doubt that you would
Let's
know
go.
how to find the
Let's go.
materials I am searching for.
My
Some
character.
of them are very rare indeed these days. Well, for starters, I require some shimmer soil.
Shimmer soil,
from the
glazed
banks of dew.
lilies.
You would have to dig downward, following the roots of the glazed lilies. And if
Shimmer
you were not,
soil.
almost no one has been able to find shimmer soil in this manner since Dihua Marsh came to be the way it is today. Even more difficult to find is smaragdus jadeite, which must be chiseled from the rock of the chasm.
Smaragdus jade.
So it used to be. Ever since the Blackcliff Forge opened for business, they've slowly but surely stripped the mines all
No,
but
screw you. I'm
completely
waiting for
bare
him.
of
It's
it.
not coming.
In any case, smaragdus jadeite is an
Oh, God.
adepti treasure.
Okay.
And the adeptal power within is not something that most humans can withstand. Extended contact with it is, in fact, harmful to humans. Goodness knows if that child will succeed in finding
Yuck.
these items.
Who's this child?
Well, Adeptus, Granny. The person you asked for help, they must be an Adeptus too, right?
Adeptus is basically a
Yes.
demigod
I
thingy.
suppose she does count as an Adeptus.
She counts? How come there are so many Adepti in Liyue Harbor? We seem to bump into them all the time. It feels like even
She's the
when
one
we
who
go
talked
out
the
to
most,
eat,
so
you
I
could be
thought so.
sitting next to an Adeptus
No,
and never even
please.
know it.
But she's a powerful
Maybe
character.
so,
There's like a
who can
hidden,
say?
like, you
A
know,
fair few
hidden,
of my old
hidden
friends are
tower.
rather
Wait, crouching
fond of
tiger, hidden dragon, that kind of
mundane
stuff.
mortal life, after all.
I'm back, Granny. Oh,
Yeah,
I don't believe we've
there
met.
is she.
Ah,
This is my daughter.
allow me to do the honors. This child here is Yen Fei. She's the one helping run some errands for me. Yen Fei, I believe you already heard of the traveler
go.
and his traveling companion.
I like her
Of
Japanese
course, who
voice,
hasn't?
actually.
Much has been written about you in the
But
Millilith
it's not a
records.
choice. I have to play English
You
this
became one
time.
of Liyue's most wanted after the Millilith marked you as a suspect following the incident at the Rite of Dissension. After which, you fought
If
off
I
the
have to
Millilith
censor
at Julian
something, the
Karst
video
and made
ends.
contact
I
with
love
the
her head.
Fatui.
Do we need to censor the
Before
head?
finally defeating an ancient god together with Granny and her associates, and subsequently being cleared of any and all suspicion by the Chising.
What a shame.
What a shame.
Should have the button. What a shame.
A shame that we didn't meet sooner.
Yuck.
If we had, well, I can't say that I would have been able to clear you of suspicion immediately, but it certainly would have been less, embarrassing for you. Allow me to introduce myself once more. I'm Yenfei,
I'm
a
Yenfei.
legal advisor. Got a legal problem? You can come right to me. Oh, yes, here's my business card. You'll find it has my
Meshidayo.
contact details and office address. Keep it handy. If you have an urgent issue, just leave me a note at this address. Oh, and I almost forgot to mention, I offer a very generous discount for first-time customers.
All right, Yen Fei, all right. Let's get to the business at hand. I do not think these two are in any dire need of legal assistance at the moment.
Yes,
You'll have to
this character
excuse
is a
Yan
lawyer
Fei.
in
She's always been like
China.
this, ever the talkative one when it comes to her own affairs.
Paimon was gonna ask the same question. You seem really different from the ones we've met before.
An Adeptus? I guess. Kinda. My old man said he was one anyway. He mentioned that he once campaigned with Rex Lapis for a long old
Rex
time.
Lapis is
And then
the
after that was all
Overlord.
over, he went back and married my mom. They had me, and once I was all grown up, the two of them upped and left on a journey, leaving me with Granny here.
Well, that's a bit casual for an Adeptus. Aren't you guys supposed to sign solemn contracts to protect Liyue Harbor and all that stuff? What do you mean he just went back to get married?
Well, my dad did say that he'd talked it through with Rex
You like the
Lapis,
squeaky
and that he was
voice
fine with
or
it.
the
He
squeaky
even
character.
contributed towards the wedding gift,
Yuck.
apparently. Anyway, let's not dwell on that too much. So, Granny, I've gotten a hold of most of the stuff you asked for, except for Smaragdus Jadeite. I couldn't find any at all. The chasm's been
Couldn't find any
sealed
at
off,
all.
and there's just no way in. Couldn't secure any documentation either.
Excuse me.
Looks like the Ministry of Civil Affairs is serious about keeping it strictly locked down.
Is that so? But Smaragdus Jadeite is really rather essential. Yenfei, are you sure you can't find some other way? They have helped Liyue greatly, after all. It is only right that they are duly rewarded.
Oh,
I
God.
know, Granny, you've told me 1,000 times already. Well, the chasm's definitely a no-go, but there's still a chance we can figure out some alternative means of procurement.
Alternate
Hold
means
on
of
a moment.
procurement.
Let me have a look.
What the hell?
Whoa, that's a really thick book. What kind of things do you write in there?
That's one of default
Commercial
animations.
consultancy. Or Snezhnaya. Ah, found him. Krusel. A Snezhnayan merchant who once
Krusel.
came to me with some legal queries on certain articles in the legal codices. If my memory serves, all of them had to do with rare ores. He mentioned that he was considering acquiring some Smaragdus Jadeite to make hairpins, and wanted to know if there were any legal ramifications that he should be aware of. Said he was planning to sell them in Snezhnaya.
Okay,
So,
buy
I
walking
guess I'll go look
biscuits.
for him. With any luck,
What?
He'll have gotten his hands on some Smaragdus Jadeite, or might have an idea of where we can find some.
With any luck. He'll come with
Oh, you
you.
want to join me? I suppose that's no problem, but it's best if you just stand by and watch. If you try to get involved, you'll only risk placing yourself in legal jeopardy.
Wow, an Adeptus
Yeah, their stories are nothing much special.
Liability. Well, that's a first for sure.
So I'm just playing it because of
Best we'll be a
very
little
specific
more careful than
characters.
usual while we're with her.
It's nothing high octane. So I'm talking to Crosso. Crosso is some merchant. Where to find it? Take me on. Yeah. Which link, Biscuit?
Hello, Mr. Crossell.
Hello,
How's
Mr.
business been?
Crosso. How's business been?
Oh, good, very good. All thanks to your advice, Miss Yanfei. What brings you here today?
What brings you here today? Is there anything different?
You're too kind. I was simply doing my job. Now, I believe that the last time we met, you mentioned that you were looking to source some Smaragdus Jadeite to make hairpins. Have there been any further developments on this front?
Well, yes, as a matter of fact, in the end I did acquire a small piece of Smaragdus Jadeite and had it fashioned into a pair of hairpins.
What is this sound clip? Did I sound clip?
It's my ass-kicking outfit, bitch!
Yep.
Yuck.
Miss Yanfei,
Miss
might I
Yanfei.
presume that you have an interest in the hairpins? I must apologize,
What link?
I've already rented them out to a lady named Chiao. If you'd like to inspect them, you may have to wait quite some time.
Can you tell that this is Pro City? Can you tell that this is Pro City?
Wait, isn't Smaragdus Jadeite really rare? Aren't you worried about the hairpins getting damaged or lost while they're being rented out?
No, I'm not worried in the slightest, because I signed a contract with Miss Chiao before renting them to her.
Before renting them to her.
The contract makes it quite clear that if she
I
loses
love
or
Prosody.
damages the item in question, she must compensate me for its full original value.
For its full original value.
In return, I included a clause that guarantees the Smaragdus Jadeite is genuine, with a penalty of 10 times the item's value payable by me to Miss Chiao in the event that it is shown to be a fake.
Guaranteed genuine, with 10 times the value payable if this claim is shown to be false. Yes, these terms are very clear indeed.
Of course.
Of
This way,
course.
both the client and I have the assurance we need. To ensure fairness, each of us has
Yuck.
retained an original copy of the contract.
In that case, might you know where Miss Chow lives? We'd like to pay her a visit and have a look at the hairpins.
Oh, of course. She wrote her address down when we signed our contract. Here, I'll mark it on your
True,
map for
true.
you.
Yuck.
It's my ass-kicking outfit, bitch!
Thanks a lot, Mr. Crossell. We'll be off now.
Talk to Chi Chao. Where is this person? Oh my gosh. And this is the Japanese voice for Yanfei. Don't mind me. Where is she?
Whatever
Yuck.
shall I do?
Yuck.
Yes, that's me. Is there something I can help you with?
How do you do, Monsieur Chow? We understand from Mr. Crossell that you recently rented a pair of hairpins from him.
Yeah, Hayasaka. The Japanese voice actress
My
for
associates and I are very interested in
Yanpei
them.
Chess
Would you mind
is
letting
the
us take
same
a look
as
at
Ai
them?
Hayasaka from Kaguya.
The
I should say
hairpins.
Toto.
I can't lend them to you right now. I've lost them.
Why papers,
I don't know how it
please?
could have happened. I always kept them right by my side, and I hadn't even worn them yet. I spent so much money on them. If I have to pay their original value,
There's no way I could come with them
there's
all
no way I
money
could come up with that amount of money
on
on such
such
short notice.
Such a short notice.
I
Oh my gosh. Why is it
My
not
family
autoplay?
is in the ore business too, but business has been suffering ever since the chasm was sealed off. We now have a backlog of paid-up orders just sitting around, so we've been having to purchase some stock from other ore merchants to complete them. A big banquet is coming up in a few days, and several ore merchants I know of will be there. I need this opportunity to mingle and discuss prices. That's what the hairpins were for, to keep up appearances. I can't have them looking down on me. But now that I've lost the hairpins, what will I do?
Why does Paimon have a sudden strong sense of...
Would you really? I sent a commission to the Adventurers Guild, but I haven't heard anything back from them yet.
Hold on. Don't run off looking for the hairpins just yet. Monsieur Chow, would you let me have a look at the rental contract you signed?
Huh? Well, I mean, sure, I
God
have it
damn
right
it.
here.
Hold on.
Here you are.
Let me see.
Power.
That's right! Yanfei said she's a legal advisor, didn't she? Maybe she can help Juqiao somehow.
Okay, these kids.
Yuck.
A little unfair to Grosso.
True. Though surely there must be a win-win solution.
Right. I finished reading the contract. The terms are very clear, and they do indeed stipulate that you must pay Mr. Crossell the original value of the hairpins as compensation for the loss. Furthermore, the contract also expressly states that the amount of compensation must take current market prices into account. And given the rarity of Smaragdus jadeite, I fear that the final amount of compensation may end up being significantly higher as a result.
Even higher.
Oh no!
Uh-oh. Juqiao looks like she's about to fit.
However, all
What
of
of
this is
this?
assuming that it is indeed genuine Smaragdus jadeite that was inlaid into the hairpins.
Did you really have to pause before saying that part? Anyway, the hairpins are lost, so
Look at the
how
blank
exactly
face.
will we be able to find out if the jadeite is genuine or not? Whichever way you look at it, we've got to start...
Except that if we found the hairpins, there'd no longer be any need to check whether the jadeite is genuine, would there?
Seems right.
Please. Don't trouble yourselves over this.
God damn it.
However much it is, I will have to pay it. My family are merchants, after all. It's vital that we keep our word and respect our contracts. Now that it's come to this, I really shouldn't keep Crossell in the dark any longer. I'll go and inform him of the issue and then negotiate the amount of compensation.
Yes, legally speaking, it seems this is the most sensible course of action. But before that, I have some questions about the hairpins. So hold on a moment, Monsieur Chow. When you first touched the hairpins, what did you
Mom.
feel?
What did I feel? Well, I remember that the gemstones set into the pins were perfectly smooth to the touch, like the finest quality jade. My family has seen much jade pass through its hands in the past, so I am quite certain of my judgment in this matter.
Da, da, da,
Smooth to
da.
the touch.
Da,
Finest
da,
quality
da,
jade.
da, da.
No, it's nothing. I just need to re-examine a few things. Let's head over to Mr. Crossell's.
Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Yeah. Hello, Jiang. So,
Ah, Miss Yanfei, you've returned.
oh,
With
Miss Yanfei, you've
Jiao in
turned.
tow, too, I see. How are the hairpins?
How are the hairpins?
I trust you're quite satisfied with
Oh,
them?
I love Felicity. I've watched a lot of his kids. I think recently he's doing more of the
About that.
doing more of the like reviewing random stuff such as
You lost
snacks
them? Are you serious?
and
Do you have
like,
any idea
board
how
games.
expensive they were?
I don't really watch those,
I'm sorry. Truly,
but
I am.
I
I'll pay
guess
the
like
compensation as per our
sometimes put it
contract.
as background
Every
music.
last Mora.
Mora? Do you have any idea what I had to go through to get my hands on that Smaragdus jadeite?
Correct, this jadeite.
I just don't... Forget it. Talking won't bring them back. Since Miss Yanfei is here, I suppose we can just have her estimate the amount that needs to be paid.
No problem. But before I can give an official estimate, I'll need to do a little market research. Ah, yes. And if I may just confirm again, it was in fact genuine Smaragdus jadeite inlaid into the hairpins, correct?
Of course. Genuine article guaranteed, or I pay back 10 times the value.
10 times the
All
value.
right, understood. I'll conduct some market research, and once I'm back, I'll provide an official assessment of the sum owed by Mr. Chow in compensation. Please wait here, Mr. Crossell.
Thank you very much. How could she lose my hairpins? She'd better pay every last mora that they're worth.
Looks like I'll have to find some way to raise that money.
Please wait, Mr. Chow. I have something to discuss with you. It's not convenient to speak here, so let's find somewhere that we can sit and talk in more detail.
Oh, they're so on the nose with this. Can I teleport anywhere? Yes. Oh yeah, the goofy is keybound to my normal skill.
Yuck.
Motion to compel.
So like it might happen a lot. Hey,
Miss
hey.
Yunfei, what is this about? Are you here to tell me how much I
It's
owe?
keybound to E.
Yuck.
No. What I wanted to talk about is, there is a chance that the ore inlaid on those hairpins may not be Smaragdus jadeite after all.
Not Smaragdus jadeite, really.
What do you mean? Are you implying that you already sneaked off and found them?
Obviously
gosh,
not.
Otto.
I'm no adventurer, let alone a member of the guild. I don't run thankless, time-consuming errands for a living. Let's just say I made some deductions. I don't know if Granny told you this, but Smaragdus jadeite is found deep underground and contains very concentrated elemental energy. If mere mortals come into contact with it, well, they'll be sick in the best case. And in the worst case, they could even experience a dramatic change of personality. It most certainly would not be smooth to the touch. Mr. Chow, did you at any time feel unwell while the hairpins were in your possession?
Hey, hey.
No, not at all. I felt perfectly fine the whole time. Not even the slightest bit unwell. I didn't feel anything special at all, in fact.
Now that is strange. I noticed earlier that there were elemental traces in Mr. Crossell's vicinity. If I've deduced correctly, he may still have the Smaragdus jadeite in his possession.
If that's the case, we should go confront him right now and
Expose
his
dirty scam right into his face.
Absolutely not.
Does Paimon
If we were to
sound...
confront him now, there's no way he would admit to it.
Oh my gosh.
Eventually, he would find
Wiki.
some argument to compel us to leave. And then, he'd throw the Smaragdus jadeite into the sea the moment we were gone. After that, he would simply insist that Mr. Chow pay up per the contract. He would lose nothing. Meanwhile, we would have to look under every stone in Liyue, hoping and praying that the hairpins do actually still exist somewhere in this world.
A very vivid
So
description.
vivid that Paimon thinks it might be experience talking.
Oh, it certainly is. I've seen my fair share of situations like
yes.
this, and brute
Paimon
force
sounds like
methods
emergency.
are certainly one way of resolving
But
them.
is it more of the
Fortunately,
Japanese voice
I have
actor
far
or
more
the
elegant
English one?
solutions at my disposal. I'll share them with you in due course.
Quick.
Well then,
Since you're so experienced
Emergency,
in dealing with
yes.
problems like this,
Paimon
perhaps you
is
could help me, Miss Yunfei.
best emergency food.
Oh, that won't be a problem. But first, Mr. Chow, can I ask you to please
All
sign
right.
this contract?
Hold on.
Huh?
My chat is not
There
on.
have to be a contract for everything. Paimon can't even keep
there you go.
track.
Don't move it. Right.
It feels like Yanfei is even more concerned with them than a certain someone else we know.
These are my formal terms of engagement. Everything prior to now has just been pro bono advice. But for me to investigate any further, I require a written contract. Any work commissioned but not bound by a contract cannot be relied upon.
I understand. Then I will be glad to place this matter into your capable hands if you will take it, Miss Yunfei.
No problem. Just sign here, and I'll sign too. Okay. Now write your address here, and then sign on this page as well. And I'll also need your signatures on pages 5, 7, and on the very last page.
Oh my god.
Finally, if you could just use this
Oh my
ink
gosh.
pad to make a handprint over here.
PTSD.
This contract has so many pages. Paimon's all out of brain juice again.
All right, that should do it. My fees are the same as always, and they're written in the contract. Have a look through and let me know if you have any questions.
I've had a read through. Everything checks out.
How did she read
Well
through?
then, here's your copy of the contract. I will retain the other copy. Not for now, no. Despite how intractable this problem might sound, it will actually be quite straightforward to resolve, once we've got some things squared away. I don't believe you have been part of an investigation like this before, in which
Paimon
case,
is always
hopefully
emergency
this will be quite
food.
the experience.
Miss Yunfei, I have to ask,
Why are you
why
helping
are
me?
you helping me?
Because, as it happens, I'm currently trying to acquire some Smaragdus Jadeite myself. I noticed strong traces of geoenergy around Mr. Crossel, so perhaps he has, in fact, secured some. Whether he actually made it into an item of jewelry or not is a separate matter, but either way, it's a lead. As long as we follow it, who knows? We might just be able to get our hands on some Smaragdus Jadeite. Also, the idea of someone abusing the law to their advantage,
Angry.
I won't
Angry
stand for
Yanfei.
it. But again, let's not dwell on this. Let's go to... where can we find someone who processes ore? Ah, I've got it! Let's pay a visit to Chateau, the boss of the Jade Mystery. He's a professional when it comes to working with stone and ore. If
Oh my
Mr.
god.
Crossel had his ore work
He's
done
right
at
there.
all, Chateau would undoubtedly have been his first choice.
Oh yeah, yeah. Good job. Oh my god.
Try your luck betting on Jade? Why, hello there, honored customers. Welcome to...
Oh my gosh, its English one sounds-
It's you, Miss Yanfei.
Sounds so...
Is something the matter?
Is something the matter?
Surely not more spurious claims that my jade betting is rigged and no one can ever win? Oh, I swear on all that is sacred.
Oh wait, Otto.
No, nothing of the sort. Has a Snezhnine merchant named Crossel enlisted your ore processing services recently by any chance?
Excuse me,
A
sorry.
Snezhnine merchant named Crossel, you say?
Croso. Croso.
I do remember that. He brought me a piece
Why
of
is
ore,
the accent so
claiming that
exotic?
it was Smaragdus Jadeite.
Sorry, this is
That
like
was
the first time I'm
I
using
ever
English.
encountered it, so I had no way of telling if it was really Smaragdus Jadeite or not. But if a customer insists, far be it from me to contradict them. He was quite generous with his money, too, so I didn't give it too much thought. I processed the ore as per his request.
For his request.
Do you have any leftover debris from your work on it?
Why, yes. It was my
Oh,
first
yes.
time encountering
Oh,
this ore,
yes.
after all, so I kept a few loose shavings to study myself later. They're right over there, in fact.
Thank you,
God.
sir. We'll take a look at them.
Here.
Try your luck betting on Jade?
If my eyes don't deceive
Look at the
me,
eyes. It's huge.
the cross sections and patterns
Look at the
suggest
slant.
that these are Smaragdus nephrite shavings.
Nephrite.
Yes, it's not particularly rare, nor is it especially valuable. It's used to make jewelry all the time. I've heard it
Okay,
said
okay,
that
okay.
Smaragdus nephrite is in fact the outer layer of Smaragdus jadeite, though no one's ever proven it.
A thin layer of separation, huh?
If you must see for yourself, try examining these shavings for traces of elemental energy. Smaragdus nephrite is an entirely ordinary ore, containing no elemental energy whatsoever.
Is that so? Well, we might as well give elemental sight a shot.
Him?
So,
Who?
did you find anything?
Who? Do you find anything?
So they really are different. But wait, how come Jichao is able to tell what it was just by looking at the shards? That's pretty awesome.
There's nothing special to it. It just so happens that I've come across a great many of these in my time. These two stones actually look very similar. Someone without a deep understanding of them would find it very difficult to tell them apart.
He's the expert.
There may be only a subtle difference for the casual viewer, but that translates to an astronomical difference in terms of the market price. And, I'm sure, a significant difference in the cost of having them carved into shape.
All right, let's focus up. We're going off on a tangent.
But, never mind Shirto. Why would Mr.
舌头 now she's
Crossel-
舌头
Unusual actions have unusual reasons behind them. Let's take some of these shavings back to Chateau.
舌头 Oh god, I just walk over and talk again.
Miss Yanfei? Might I be so bold as to inquire?
If you could just confirm for me once more, sir. Mr. Crossel did indeed claim that the ore he brought to your store was in fact Smaragdus jadeite, did he not?
Yes, that's
Yes,
right.
that's
I
right.
still have a record of the job with me, in fact. Here. It says quite clearly,
Yuck.
one chunk Smaragdus
Yuck.
jadeite, uncut.
Uncut.
Then I have no further questions. But could I borrow the processing record and these stone shavings?
Of course. But might I ask why you need them?
Oh, I have my reasons. Ah, yes. Please sign here on this affidavit. This document
Oh no,
shall
what's the
serve as signed
affidavit?
proof that these stone shavings originated from the, ore that Mr. Crossel brought to your store. Please read it carefully.
Yes, I see. Forgive me for asking again, Miss Yanfei.
Miss
But
Yanfei.
might I know the nature of the incident on this occasion?
I wouldn't say there's been an incident.
Like,
just
kudos
a
to the
minor
voice
issue.
actor.
Thank you, sir.
But
I'll
I'm
take
just
these
very
with me.
scared.
With this hard evidence to back us up, Crossel won't dare try to deny what he did.
On the contrary, this is far from sufficient to build a case. We need to find something a little more
Endless.
compelling. If you want
Look
to
at the
make
strings.
jewelry, you need a professional jewelsmith. Let me think.
Look at the idol animation.
Jewelry.
Reused.
Nope. Aha! Got it. Singxi. She often helps people to find a jewelsmith. Let's go pay her a visit.
Well, that was quick. How come you know so many people?
Because lots of people come to me for legal advice every day. As you know, Liyue Harbor is the city of contracts. And contracts, well, I should say laws, are very important to us.
Oh my gosh, it's 40
But the
minutes for
amendments
this
made by the
quest.
Tianquan to our laws are
Come on,
unnecessarily
come on.
complicated. How can I put this? It just seems like they're hard to understand and impossible to finish. As such, legal advisors like myself provide quite the popular service
Is
indeed.
there like a two times speed
So you
for
help them make sense of the
quests?
law. But didn't you say that it's hard to understand and impossible to finish?
Yes,
Impossible
well,
to finish.
that's no
Oh my
obstacle
gosh, what is
because
this?
I've memorized all the legal codices.
You memorized them?
Memorize them?
You sound surprised. Knowing the law inside out is a legal advisor's bread and butter, you know?
Adept, I
this
become
has
so
nothing to
adept
do
at
with being
everything.
an adeptus. I just like reading things.
Again with that casual tone.
Well, that's that then. Let's go look for Singxi.
I can't speak to Crosser again. I rather speak to Crosser now. Hi. What? Oh wait, there one there. Here.
Miss Yenfei, it's you. Has something happened? Did the client from last time...
Have no further trouble from then on? Yes, of course. I'm just here to ask you a few questions.
I'm just here to ask you
Has a
some
merchant
questions.
by the name of Crossel asked you to put him in contact with a jewelsmith recently?
Krosel? Yes, I remember him. He's a merchant from Snezhnaya, no? Yeah, he came to me with a chunk of something he called Smaragdus Jadeite. The design of the hair... This order was on hold for a very long time, and only completed quite
I'm gonna
recently,
skip everything
which
except
is why I remember it so well.
Prosody and
Doesn't
Yenfei.
seem like there's any evidence to be found here.
Miss Inksy, I'd like for you to confirm for me once more. When Mr. Crossel commissioned you to find him a jewelsmith, did he or did he not assert that the material he presented to you that day was called Smaragdus Jadeite?
Yes, I'm sure of it. Mr. Krosel, I also kept a copy for my own records. See for
Cool.
yourself. The item is called Smaragdus
Smaragdus Jadeite's Twin Phoenix Pins.
The inlaid gemstone is
Twin
recorded
Phoenix
as Smaragdus
Fins.
Jadeite. The document even
Fins.
has the official seal of the ministry on
Twin
it.
Phoenix
Thank you,
Pins.
Sinksy. Now,
But-
could you let me borrow this document?
Sure, it isn't serving much purpose here anyway. I take it then that there's been some...
Nothing you need to worry about. Just a minor issue. I'll return your document as soon as I'm done with it. Thanks again.
Why is everyone's first reaction always to assume
Nature of
someone...
legal consultancy.
I believe we have almost all the evidence we need. We just need to make one last trip.
Oh my god,
Let's go
another
to
one.
Legal Pharmacy to speak with Dr.
Baizu.
Weirdo with the snake around his neck?
Because only he can provide an authoritative statement confirming that Smaragdus Jadeite is harmful to the human body. Once we have this final piece of evidence in our hands, we can wrap this case up.
God, is there a way to teleport to him? Please. Yeah. Yeah, by playing this, I'm trying to unlock a lot of stuff. Okay, this guy, right?
My.
My,
To what do
my.
I owe the pleasure? Though I'm afraid that if you're looking for our little Chi-Chi, she's out gathering herbs.
Yuck.
And if it isn't Miss Yenfei as well, now that's an even rarer honor. What business brings you here, might I inquire? Some charlatans peddling ineffectual medicines again, no doubt?
No. I'm here this time to ask if you're familiar with Smaragdus Jadeite.
Smaragdus Jada, the Seven Mountain Treatise. It is abundant in elemental... Anyway, I'm sure you didn't come all this way just to chit-chat. Knowing you, Yenfei, and given the specific nature of your question, I suppose that you're about to ask me to write an official affidavit attesting to the pharmaceutical
Affidavit?
peculiarities of Smaragdus.
That is indeed the case. If you would be so kind, Dr. Baizu.
No trouble at all. It's just a single document. Won't take me a moment. I would mention, though, that you are not the only one who's developed a cure. But after I gave him my reply, his expression shifted to one of remarkable disappointment. I wonder, Miss Yenfei, if your pressing business might be related to this Snezhnayan merchant?
Snezhnayan.
You needn't concern yourself about that, Dr. Baizu. Thank you for penning us that document. I'll make sure to compensate you in due course.
You're too kind.
Take care now. Oh, take care now.
That Baizu guy is as weird as ever.
Okay, teleport. Tell me if any clips are too loud. Or too soft.
Is
No.
it just Paimon, or does it feel like he was fishing for something back there?
Dr. Baizu's always been like that. Well, we have the evidence we need.
Crossel.
Let's go find Mr. Crossel.
Mr. Prosody.
Miss Yanfei, have you finished your investigation? I trust you will now be in a position to assess the compensation due.
Compensation due.
Yes, my investigation
sorry if I'm
is
insulting
indeed
anyone.
concluded. I can now provide a final figure for the amount payable.
Okay. Thank you, Donuts. Investigation is concluded.
Wonderful. Well then, please, could you do the honors, Miss Yanfei?
Of course. According to the stipulations of the contract, Mr. Crossell, you must pay Mr. Chow 10 times the original transaction price in Mora.
Green cap, green cap. Yeah, no, it's fine.
Sure. Wait, what?
Me
Me
pay
pay her?
her.
Surely there's been some kind of mistake, Miss Yanfei.
Not at all. According to my investigations and the
I wanna see
material
the smart
evidence that
Yanfei.
we've gathered,
It's
the
very
substance
important to
claimed
me.
to be Smaragdus Jadeite that was inlaid within the Smaragdus Jadeite twin phoenix pins that you rented out to Mr. Chow was, in fact, Smaragdus Nephrite. Now, the contract states very clearly that 10 times the price shall be
Angry.
paid should the article not be genuine. Accordingly, you are liable for this sum, which is payable to Mr. Chow in Mora.
Material evidence? What material evidence? Why, Miss Yanfei, you cannot
Cannot
frame me like this. I spent a huge sum to obtain that Smaragdus Jadeite, and yet you claim that the ore inlaid on the hairpins is somehow fake? I demand to see your evidence.
Indeed. Only a testimony from an expert witness involved in the processing of the ore can serve as an authoritative assessment of whether it is genuine. Traveler, please produce the evidence in question. This is a processing record from the Jade Mystery, along with stone samples and an affidavit signed by the business owner, Chateau.
Seriously? Even the boss there couldn't differentiate between Smaragdus Jadeite and Smaragdus Nephrite. How does this prove anything? In any case, Smaragdus Nephrite is the outer layer of Smaragdus Jadeite. So I had him cut away the Nephrite, he returned the valuable Jadeite core to me, and some Nephrite samples remain in the store. What am I missing exactly?
What am I missing exactly?
Unsubstantiated belief.
Well, your claim that my ore is fake is just as unsubstantiated. And we are here to talk about evidence, aren't we?
Ugh. Looks like our first piece of evidence didn't convince him at all. Seems like he came prepared. What should we do next?
Oh my
Hard
god.
evidence, something legally binding. We have just the thing. Show him, Traveler.
Should be this one. Yes, in order.
This document proves that my hairpins are the real deal, doesn't it? This is the Ministry's seal, after all. It shows that the ore inlaid on the pins is indeed Smaragdus Jadeite.
Our second piece of evidence didn't work either. And this guy's getting more belligerent by the second.
You know, you could be right. Perhaps the hairpins are the real deal after all.
Of course I'm right. All the evidence shown supports my story.
Wait,
well,
there's-
hang on a moment now.
Smart?
Because I do recall
Smart?
one final piece of evidence that we haven't revealed yet.
Huh?
Traveler, would you
No?
do the honors? This shall serve as decisive proof of our case.
You know, there's the thing where if you type wrongly, but you waste time, so.
I'm referring to the affidavit
I'm
signed by Dr.
referring-
Baiju of Boo Boo Pharmacy. Now, I'm referring to the affidavit
Cute.
signed by Dr. Baiju of Boo Boo Pharmacy.
What's this?
Smaragdus Jadeite springs forth from stone marrow within the mountains and will bring disaster to any mere mortals who touch it. Sustained contact with Smaragdus Jadeite over a prolonged period will, in less serious cases, cause a mild malady, while in serious cases, the patient may suffer a dramatic change of personality and fall seriously ill. Mr. Crossell, were you aware of these peculiar properties of Smaragdus Jadeite?
No, god damn
I
it.
had no idea.
No
Oh, no,
idea,
good
you
shot.
say? I
Smart.
guessed as much. But for you to have rented out such a dangerous item, I'm afraid that this falls outside the scope of my work, but within that of the Ministry of Civil Affairs. However, I'm sure that the Ministry will be relatively lenient considering that, as you say, you were ignorant of the danger you posed. Don't worry, Mr. Crossell. I will make sure that all the evidence presented here will be handed over to the Ministry. I trust that you'll give them your full
Well, it's
cooperation
quite a
in
bit
their
of skin, right?
investigations.
What? Wait! I knew.
Oh, so you knew?
Oh.
Oh, dear Mr. Crossell. But if you knew of Smaragdus Jadeite's dangerous properties beforehand, why would you...
Huh? No, The hairpins aren't actually...
Yes,
aren't
I can
actually
hear
inlaid
Fozili.
with genuine Smaragdus Jadeite? Is that what you were about to say? You do understand, Mr. Crossell, that this means that you will have
thought
to
there
pay
would be at least
Mr.
be a
Chow
bit
10
fighting
times the original price and
in the
more.
mission.
Mr. Crossell, your answer, please. My client and I are waiting.
I...
Yep, he's seriously intimidating right now.
I admit it. I confess. The ore I had inlaid on those hairpins was Smaragdus nephrite. But I'm a victim in all of this too. I invested a great deal of time and money into acquiring that small amount of Smaragdus jadeite, in the hopes of turning it into a piece of jewelry that would fetch a fine price. But after receiving it and carrying it around for a few days, I started to feel extreme discomfort. I couldn't sleep a wink or eat a single bite. I was in a constant state of agitation too. I went to Boo Boo Pharmacy to get myself checked out, only to discover that this sort of stone
Yeah,
could
I
not
know.
be worn
There's
as
no
jewelry.
fighting.
But how could I
I
let all
realized
that money
halfway
go
through.
to waste? That's why I had another pair of hairpins made from Smaragdus nephrite, which is almost indistinguishable from Smaragdus jadeite. I kept the real Smaragdus jadeite in a specially made box. I daren't touch it again.
I daren't touch it again.
I was worried that someone would see through it, which is why I only dared to rent them out, not sell them. And then to top it all off, Jiqiao lost the hairpins after I rented them out to her.
Exactly! If they weren't the real deal, why'd you make her pay so much?
I didn't want to either, but when I purchased that Smaragdus jadeite, some of my business partners found out. I knew they'd be watching closely to see how much I could make off it. If word got out that I sold a pair of fake hairpins, then my days in this line of business would be over.
Alright, let's cut the appeals phase right there. I failed to see what bearing any of this has on your transaction with my client. According to the contract, you must pay Mr. Chow 10 times the original price in Mora, and that is final.
10 times?
10 times.
Crosel looks like he could faint any second.
As for me, according to my contract with Mr. Chow, 20% of that sum will go to me.
20%? That's as much as I spent on that Smaragdus jadeite.
There's no need. It's fine. You don't have to pay me that much, Mora. Even if the Smaragdus jadeite on those hairpins was fake, I still bear responsibility for losing them. Legally or not,
Well, you have to pay rolling
some
in cash.
compensation for that.
Ms. Jiqiao, you...
However, Mr. Crossell, since you have no use for that chunk of Smaragdus jadeite, why don't you give it to me instead?
What? But all right then. This cursed rock's brought me enough grief as it is.
Miss Yunfei, I'll turn this Smaragdus jadeite over to you. I trust that...
Well, that's not quite how the rules say this should go, but whatever. It'll do.
Thanks so much for your help this time, Miss Yunfei.
Oh, come on. No need to stand on ceremony. Now, if I may confirm this again, Mr. Chow,
Nice.
have you and Mr. Crossell come to an understanding?
Well, yes.
Well then, that's good. Mr. Crossell, it seems that my client has no further claims against you.
Angry.
Is that so? That's good. That's good.
Actually, Mr. Crossell, I could see from the hairpins you produce that you're very skilled in jewelry design. My family, on the other hand, if we could join forces...
Let me think for a moment.
Let me think for a moment.
Well,
Yunfei.
that's that. And we've got the Smaragdus
Wait, is
jadeite
it-
that
is
Granny
it-
wants
is that
too.
it?
All's well that ends well, eh?
Exactly. Usually, even
The
Stop.
right solution depends on your
Only Yunfei
perspective on the
matters.
problem. The objective of my client, Mr. Chow, was to reduce her liability to pay compensation. So, rather than looking high and low for some hairpins, proving that the rented item was nowhere near worth what the vendor had claimed it to be was the more efficient solution. An Adeptus. Speaking of, you took part in that battle, didn't you? In which case, you would have heard what Granny said. Liyue Harbor is now a city ruled by humans. The title of Adeptus means precious little to me compared to my job as a legal advisor. In any case, don't you think that the Liyue Harbor of today needs legal consultancy far more than it needs adeptal powers?
Paimon can think of someone who would definitely
Well, since we got what we came for, it's time to pay Granny a visit. I bet she's been on tenterhooks for a while.
Is that it? Hello, Crosso. Goodbye, Crosso.
Hey, hey!
Is it faster? Go back a bit. Then people. Oh,
Ah, you've returned. How did it go? Were you able to find the
Is that it?
Smaragdus jadeite? Good, good.
okay, I'll skip
If
thing.
we're all set, Granny, I'll get
Madam
going now.
thing.
Got a ton of clients waiting for me back at the office.
Bye bye, Yente.
Oh, you. All right then. Go see to your business. Granny should be able to handle the rest.
I'm off then. Bye. Oh, yes, Traveler. Make sure you don't lose the business card I gave you.
Meshi.
I've been looking into the laws of other nations as well. If you should ever bump into any trouble with the law, come find me directly. Regulars get discounts too.
Come now, child. Are you leaving or are you not?
I'm leaving. I'm leaving.
Bye, Yente.
That child. Goodness knows what. Indeed, Yanfei, my.
Oh shit, I
Liyue
should
is
have
not the
listened to
same
that.
place I once knew. All right then. Let us.
Oh, Paimon's so excited!
Teapot. I can finally go fish.
There we go. This
Fishing.
serenity pot is all yours now. Hold it firmly. If you were to drop it, oh goodness, who knows what might take
Just
these
drop it, it's
blueprints
fine.
with you as
I just
well.
need to fish.
You'll need them if
It's
you
more
wish
of a
to make
war
your
weapon
teapot a
because
little more
the
lively
fishing is boring.
inside.
Wait a minute, Granny!
Oh, you.
Is it over? Yes, let's go. Where's Granny? Okay. Yes. So the next mission is Zhongli's mission part 2. I'll be doing that in English as well. I'll just check this for the sake of it. Hello. That's it. Oh my god, do I have to go? Okay. And yeah, Zhongli's mission. Zhongli that too. I'm sad, yeah. I'm leaving. Ah shit. I forgot I keep buying stuff. It's not just a sound clip. So this is Zhongli part 2. I remember Donuts liking Zhongli's voice.
Hi, Catherine!
At least that's fighting in this one.
Any new commissions?
As a matter of fact, there's one that looks perfect for you. Uncle Dai is one of the foremen at Huishan Hall over...
What is it we have to do exactly?
I believe you'll be looking for workers.
I'm gonna skip a lot of it.
Ooh, looking for people? Awesome! We're
Excuse
good
me.
at that!
I have no reason to doubt your... I'm sure the details can be worked out face to face. If you're willing to accept this commission, head over to the dock and
His
talk
voice
to
is
Uncle
like
Dai.
an audiobook, man. Okay, if someone's... Wait, if Morgan Freeman voices anyone in the game, I'm switching to full English. Where to go now? Uncle Dai, correct? Yeah. Oh yeah, there's a character I cannot speak as well. This is Uncle Dai.
Hey, are you...
I am indeed.
I am indeed.
Ah, now then. You must be the adventurers assigned by the guild.
Huh? How could you tell?
Yuck, yuck.
By the clothes on your back and the look on your face. Experienced adventurers at that, I'll wager.
Oh, the voice crack here.
Right again! You're pretty perceptive!
In this trade, you need a sharp eye for people, not just rocks. Uncle Dai can see what you're made of from a
Uncle
long
Dai
way
can see.
off. Alright, my assistant
What
should be
the-
arriving soon, so let's just wait here a moment.
Woo woo! That's why we're here! Now there's someone else taking a cut?
Well, to tell you the truth, this is a very difficult matter. Too much for adventurers alone to handle life here.
So there is someone else! Do you think we're not up to the job?
It just occurred to me that you don't have all the facts. The incident in question happened in a mine, and it's a little out of the ordinary, to say the least.
Uncle Dai is
Mines are
Pro CD
dangerous
as well.
places, as I'm sure you're aware. As such, I've enlisted an industry expert to cover all contingencies.
I was
Last
looking for
time
more
I
people
checked, adventurers weren't experts
voiced
in
by
ore
Pro
grade
CD
or geological
in
analysis.
this game.
With a professional by
And
your
like,
side,
I
everything
found
should
the
run
tree.
smoothly. Besides, this guy's the best in his field. No matter the rock, he'll tell you its value to the nearest mora at a glance. I'd go as far to say that there's not a soul on Tevat that knows rocks better than him. I'd be a fool to not enlist an expert of his caliber.
Yeah.
You're
Yuck.
a fool if you think you found Tevat's #1 rock expert.
Oh? And why might that be?
Because Tevat's #1 rock expert happens to be a friend. Ha ha!
Haha.
I know that Zhang Li is listening to the
God.
storyteller. Let's head over.
Hello, Mr. Deep Voice.
In our last...
Zhang Li!
Oh. Here for a few tales.
I'll let Zhongli speak.
Oh, no, we're here for you!
Ah, something I'm rarely short of.
He's
We
accepted.
need someone who understands.
Someone who understands geology and ore.
I'm not even gonna speak over him.
Take a look around. Is there anyone in Tevat more the requester claim?
You appear to have taken his claim quite personally on my behalf.
Oh, no. It's Paimon just wants to enlighten him.
Enlighten him.
I see. Well,
Oh,
then
no.
it will be my pleasure to accompany you.
Really?
But I should inform you that despite my expertise, I cannot necessarily claim to be a leading authority. We are at all times adrift in a sea of learning. New knowledge should be welcomed with open arms.
Photo.
Still, I imagine I will be of help to you in this endeavor.
In this
If we do
endeavor.
encounter an expert, I look forward to broadening my own understandings.
Broadening.
Stop being so modest, young. Well, we got it.
Oh god, can you just teleport me there? Over here? Why am I climbing?
Uncle Dai!
Oh. And this must be the friend you spoke of?
Oh, I heard him so.
Yep. Paimon doesn't know.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Oh, they laugh.
Still, I do have a claim to some
That
experience
smile.
in this field.
Uh-huh. So you say. Wait till my guy gets here. Then we'll see. It's no use me singing his praises. You'll have to see for yourselves.
Is this the place?
Aha! Speak of the devil. Allow me to introduce my assistant, Kun Jun. Young Kun, these are 2 adventurers
Otto.
assigned to us. And as for this gentleman... Longsheng Funeral Parlor's consultant. Mr. Zhang Li. I've heard about you. They say you're a man of great knowledge and many talents. I had no idea I'd be meeting you in person today.
I'm sure I recognize you. Have we met at the parlor? Wait, I've never been to...
Uncle Dai, aren't you gonna test them?
Huh?
Then they
Oh
can
shit,
figure
I
out
skipped
a way
him.
to
No.
test each other. If Zhang Li...
A contest? Why,
I admire your enthusiasm, good sir.
My enthusiasm.
I must say, you certainly have the look of an industry expert about...
Stop talking the talk and start walking the walk.
I'm just saying it like I
Start
see it.
walking the walk.
Which is, incidentally...
So you're an appraiser, Mr. Kunjun.
Well, no. Actually, he saw me holding a rock.
I saw him on my way over to Liyue Harbor.
Oh, shit.
I asked him a few
Oh,
questions
keep
out of
keeping Pro TD.
curiosity. To my surprise, he knew more than me, an old mining foreman. In any case, he didn't have any pressing matters and agreed to help me.
So, do you have
Not exactly. Mr. Zhongli, what do you make of this?
A glossy exterior, with a fissure that could only have been left in the wake of a volcanic eruption. If I'm not mistaken, this is a rough gem from another nation.
Move like
A
butter.
keen eye.
It's no ordinary rough gem. Fragile surface layer, black veining. My intuition tells me that there's high-quality crystal ore inside.
Remarkable. This rock does indeed hail from the vicinity of a volcano. Purity and in the moment of its formation.
such a detailed description? Say!
Everything he said is true. Most
Cool.
crystals are
I
born in
skipped all of them.
high-temperature environments. Heat and water aren't natural bedfellows, of course, which is why crystals with water deposits are so sought after. Moreover, this particular crystal contains mountain lake water. A rare find indeed.
Well, if Zhongli says so.
I've yet to encounter.
I've seen many such stones in my time. I recognized it immediately. I hope you didn't mind me flaunting my experience, Mr. Kunjun.
Of course not.
Ah.
I feel I've met a kindred spirit here today. I hope you will accept my friendship. Uncle Dai, it would be a mistake for Mr. Zhongli not to join us. Trust me when I say that his level of expertise is unrivaled in the trade. You won't come across another of his caliber in your lifetime.
Very well. There is strength in numbers, after all. Everyone, follow me to the chasm. There are men counting on you to find them.
Yeah, man, counting on you to find. Counting on you to find. Hey, hey. Oh god. No waypoint. Traveling. Okay, where is it?
Yuck, yuck. Yuck.
King Dragon sends his regards.
Yuck.
Motion to compel.
This is Bravo.
Whoa.
This is where the incident occurred.
This is where the incident occurred.
6 days ago, a group of us left the site to attend to other matters. When we returned, the 4 men we'd left behind had vanished. I led a team around the entire mine, but found no trace. That's when I decided to enlist help.
So 4 miners have disappeared.
Oh, the 4.
Yes, there were 10 of us. We lost Long, Bold Sen, Brave Sen, and Mao. I worked with all of them.
Workers in this trade...
Shit,
Unlikely.
sorry,
There's
donuts.
no other lodging for miles around, and we didn't pass any other mines on the way over.
Auto.
Huh.
Underground, overground, we left no stone unturned. We tried everything short of digging further into the earth itself.
I don't know, I'm just
How
attached to
could 4 sturdy young men just vanish into the bedrock?
like the few
We'll need to explore the site
what is it called?
ourselves before
Voice actors
extracting
that
any
are
conclusions.
content creators that watch.
Very well. I'll wait here. Please, proceed wherever you'd like.
Insider.
If you come across any clues, let me know straight away.
So strange. How could the 4 of them just suddenly disappear? Did they run away from something? Over here! A pile of...
A few everyday items. They must belong to Uncle Dai and his men.
Uncle Dai and his man.
1, 2, 3... Huh. That seems right. 10 shirts, These must be spare.
The 4 of them have been gone for 6 days.
There's also a few handkerchiefs and some soap lying.
Items for washing one's face before the dawn shift. Mining equipment.
So, they didn't take any supplies.
Correct.
Correct.
Improbable.
Improbable.
There are 4 pickaxes missing. It seems likely they left with the tools of their trade. They had time to take their tools, but not their everyday items? Curious.
Curious.
Why would someone set off with their tools, but leave their luggage behind?
Cool, cool.
1, they were working close by and didn't need to move their personal effects. But seeing as they've yet to return, this seems an unlikely hypothesis. Or 2, they were forced to leave and had no time to think about their supplies.
Hey, hey! Oh!
It's certainly a possibility. We'll need more clues before any further inference can be made.
If they didn't leave, maybe they were made to leave.
What? Look up for more clues.
Let's look around first and see if we can find any clues.
This guy? Yeah, this guy. Come on.
Kunjun, what do you have there?
Oh, right on time.
Did you find anything?
Did you find
There's a chunk of ore here. Perhaps there are...
Or, what does it have to...
Let's find out. I'll give it a try. A moment.
Oh my god, can I give this? Okay. What? What? You can do that? You can do that by looking at a freaking rock.
Looks like he's concentrating really...
I see.
A child? What's a child?
I'm not sure.
Also, how did you...
Oh, I don't mean see in the I can...
Huh?
Perceive memories of the all.
Perceive? So there's no conjecture at work?
You mean you can put your hand...
I've always sensed that ore contains memory.
Amazing! So you can find out
Zoom
everything that
into
ever
Paimon.
happened.
It depends on the ore. Some ores have a stack. Core lapis and crystal memories are much stronger.
Stone seeing. Fascinating. A rare ability indeed. It was prudent of Uncle Dai to recruit you, Mr. Kunjun.
Mr. Kunjun.
I'm glad I can be of assistance. Based
Commission
on what
him
I
to
saw,
say your
I
to say your
believe they
name.
followed this path.
This will take us north, away from the mine.
North. Another clue for Uncle Dai.
Oh wait. Oh, him, perfect. This is Bravo.
Excuse me, sir.
Excuse me,
Are
sir.
you one of the workers here?
Ah, yes. You must be here about the disappearance. Please find them if you can.
There's a third character that is voiced by Prosody. There is one.
I don't know what happened. The weather was gloomy that day. The foreman left with a few men. I stayed behind with the other 4. After a while, I decided to take a break, just to catch my breath. I ended up falling asleep in the shelter inside. When I woke up, there was no sight of them. I'd only just been speaking with them and suddenly they'd vanished.
They vanished.
Maybe I'm next.
So the men that were out working disappeared, with the only one left to tell the tale having been asleep in a shelter. Perhaps an accident occurred on site.
What a scary thought. An on-site... Found some clues. Time to report back to Uncle Di.
God, why is the fighting? Can we like fight for clues?
You're back. How are the investigations going?
We found 3 clues in the vicinity. First, there are 4 missing pickaxes, yet everyday items are still in their place. This suggests that your men didn't leave of their own accord, but were forced to.
Forced to? But who would kidnap miners?
Who would kidnap
Who
miners?
indeed? Second, there were 5 workers at the mine. One of them left the site to take respite. When he awoke, his colleagues had disappeared without a trace. Those who kept working all disappeared. The one who left early emerged safe and sound. It would appear that the incident occurred on site.
Now that you mention it, I recall Bravo saying that he took a break. Could someone have entered the site and simply walked away with them?
This leads me to my third point. Mr. Kun-jun here made good use of his, expert techniques to arrive at a conclusion. It was a child that took your men away.
A child? But there are no settlements here for miles around.
Miles
There's
around?
no way a child would have made it over to the mine.
Unlikely as it sounds, that's our conclusion. Your men were following a child.
Where did they go?
Where did they go?
We believe that they followed the road north, away from the mine and toward the ruins.
North? Right. I'll rally my men and head in pursuit. You've been invaluable to the investigation, but leave the legwork to us. If we set off now and make haste, we might be able to catch him.
Not so fast. The incident occurred 6 days ago. Even if they set out on foot, they will have covered a lot of ground by now.
You're right. New plan. I'll lead my search party over to the settlements further out and make some inquiries. There are only a few settlements around here with lodging for the night. We'll go investigate and see if we can come up with anything. In the meantime, you could keep looking for clues. If we don't see each other, let's reconvene at Wangshu Inn tomorrow evening.
Agreed.
All right. Me and my men will get going.
So, they're gonna talk to the people over at the settlements while we keep investigating here.
Correct.
But there aren't any more clues.
Wait. I believe we're missing someone.
Huh? Oh yeah! Where's Kunjun? Paimon bets he's still in bed.
Yep, no longer muted.
Kunjun, what are you searching for? We're all out of clues. Let's get going.
Apologies. I'm conducting a quick search for my own benefit. I'm looking for a precious stone known as Dragonfall.
Dragonfall? Dragonfall is often used in forging. What use do you have for it?
I'm sorry. In fact, I've been
Oh, Paimon knows.
I don't... It sounded so... Perhaps if I can retrieve some.
I see. If I...
Really? Oh.
Think nothing of it.
Shouldn't we get going?
Heading north from the chasm, we'll reach Lingju Pass. If this is indeed the path they chose, there will be traces.
Great! Let's have a look.
To this quest. I want to attack something.
Wait! There are tracks here! These must have been left by the...
Let us make our way to the end of Lingju Pass. If there are no footprints there, it would suggest that the miners are still within the pass itself. However...
of this thing just because I can.
Yuck.
Incinerate!
Oh my god. Oh god. Oh god.
Yuck.
Animal test 6308.
I'm running. Fuck this. Oh god. Okay, I made it. I am not equipped to fight that. No, I cannot. They're in water right now. This guy I can fight. Not really fight, just attack, honestly. Oh shit. God damn it.
Yuck.
Stand clear.
Yuck.
Motion to compel.
Yuck. Yuck.
Absorption test.
Yuck.
Roger walking biscuits. Oh wait, where am I supposed to go? Here.
Hey, footprints!
It would appear that they made their way through Lingju Pass and kept moving.
If we follow their footprints, we should be able to find where they went.
Where? Here. What? Oh, another one. Wait.
Oh no, the footprints end here.
We should inquire with anyone nearby. If the miners came through here, they may well have seen them.
Yuck.
Stand clear.
Yuck.
Incinerate.
Yuck.
Auto clicker. You did it? Perfect. Ask people nearby for you. Hold up. Yeah man, screw it, I don't care. Yongui. Yongui.
Have you seen anyone dressed like a miner around here?
A miner?
Hello, have you seen
Oh my
any
god, that
miners
hit.
nearby? About this tall? 4 of them?
Stop bothering me. Can't you see I'm cloud watching?
Jeez, a little grumpy. Whatever.
See, they put the... Wait, no, I don't think. Yeah, okay. They put the one with the actual crew the furthest from you.
It must have been about 4 or 5 days ago. There were a few men who came.
Yeah!
4 or 5 days ago. It appears that they were moving slower than we'd anticipated. Traversing the geography of Lingju Pass must have held them up.
It was so strange. 4 big guys with lifeless expressions. It was like they were in some sort of trance. And there was a child staggering in...
Huh. This child. Did you see what they look like?
I caught a glimpse.
Did you see what they look like?
Blue hair. Sure.
Yeah.
I think it was a girl.
She wasn't smiling. In fact,
And they took this road?
yes, they followed it straight from here.
Let's go after them.
Where? Is there... Yeah. Really, I'm not my fault. Let's go. Look, all done. See? All done. That one waypoint.
More footprints. There's a person over there.
Where?
Help!
Oh.
Please save me!
Is there a guy or girl?
Is that one of the people we're looking for? Oh, rest you first. Ask questions later.
Oh god.
Yuck.
This'll pack a punch.
King Dragon
The hunt
sends
is
his
on.
regards.
Yuck.
Let's light it up.
Yuck.
Absorption test.
Yuck.
Motion to compel.
King Dragon sends his regards.
Oh god. Oh god, he's gonna die.
King Dragon sends his regards.
Yuck.
Animal test 6308.
Yuck. Yuck.
Got something for ya.
King Dragon sends his regards.
Yuck.
Incinerate.
Yuck.
Ja. Ja.
Yuck.
Boom.
Yuck.
Let's light it up.
You should come back now.
Yuck.
King Dragon sends his regards.
Yuck.
Motion to compel.
Heal, heal.
King Dragon
Dragon
sends his regards.
Impressive. They must have noticed me walking through. Before I knew it, they were all over me. Thank you all for saving me.
Wait.
My name is Wanyu. I belong to Liyue Shengyu Hall. I head up our human culture.
Huh? You sure you're not a minor?
A minor?
Yeah, we're looking for a group of 4 strong fellas carrying
I think I saw those people.
Really?
Yes. I set off from Nantianmen the day before yesterday, heading for Lingju Pass. About halfway there, I was in a hurry.
I think that's all we needed to hear. Thank you.
I hope it's useful to you. I'd better get going. There's a conference I need to attend. Again, thank you all for...
According to this scholar, the miners were heading for Nanti.
Can we be absolutely sure that it was the...
A child with a group of adults. Sounds pretty close to Paimon. But...
Hey, perhaps that rock over there can tell us more.
Quickly. Oh god.
It looks promising. I'll do my best.
Look at that. Like, I try not to double click my keybinds.
It's the same group, all right. I suppose it is an asset, though.
It's a good thing we brought our...
You think so? It feels like...
Be that as it may, we would do well to keep our guards high. 4 fully grown men in a trance-like state, walking ceaselessly day and night, over hills and mountains, led by a child. This is no ordinary incident.
Oh, you're quite right, Mr. Zhongli. We should have our wits about us.
That's not all. Our scholar was attacked by Geovishap hatchlings, but the level of aggression they exhibited was unusual.
Unusual.
We have encountered many clues along the way. So far, they've pointed us in the right direction. The miners headed in the direction of Nantianmen the day before yesterday. From here, they would have had to navigate a perilous
Did I spam a
road.
single bar just now?
If their destination is indeed Nantianmen, we should be able to catch up with them.
Nantianmen.
Great! No time to lose!
I left a mark in the vicinity just now. If Uncle Dai does pass through here, it should guide him to us.
Clever thinking.
Can I teleport? Okay.
Hey! Over here on the ground! Is this one of the missing people?
There's a basket lying here, too. This must be one of the miners.
Hey!
Judging by his appearance, he must have collapsed from exhaustion.
Collapsed from exhaustion.
Should we wake him up?
I can still dig.
Sounds like he's whispering something.
It seems that he thinks he still has work to do. Something's not right. There's a camp nearby. We should take him there and monitor his condition before deciding our next move.
How is he? He won't die?
He's worked himself into a stupor. Thankfully, he's not in serious danger.
Paimon heard him talk.
It's certainly a possibility.
It looks like... Are these... I just witnessed the memories within these ore fragments. This person brought these fragments out of the mine.
How he came to be here is what we need to understand.
So he was kidnapped and then abandoned here. But if they didn't need him, why bring him all the way out here?
Unless something happened. Something that led him to fall behind.
Something that led him to fall behind.
Paimon's had enough. This is too mysterious.
Oh, wait a moment. Seeing...
What is it? Ooh, is...
Something for us?
Something for
As
us?
I mentioned, before I met Uncle Dai, I was in a date. I was so happy when Uncle Dai enlisted you to help. I would never have managed to track down... These are some crystal...
It's beautiful. Oh, and the...
But of course. And this one is for Mr. Zhongli. Huh? Is something wrong? Not to your liking?
On the contrary. I just hadn't anticipated receiving a gift during the current circumstances. But thank you. I will take good care of it.
Is he like a bad
I'm
guy?
pleased you like them. It's nice to be able to give a gift that others can appreciate. Oh, I see more rocks over there. You should all get some rest. I'm going to scan the surroundings. Perhaps there are more memories to uncover.
You sure like rocks, huh?
Ores are the crystals of... Get some rest and call me when you're ready to set off. I won't be far.
Yeah, right.
Rest easy. Oh, however, there is something I wanted to discuss with you.
Huh? What's with the serious...
Traveler.
Does Dragonfall mean anything to you? Shouldn't talk about him. I'll just ruin it.
ore that Kunjun's looking for?
and I can't hear it because
Special about it.
Dragonfall is an
I'll hear the
incredibly rare
feedback.
ore used in forging.
Y'all won't.
The
Probably,
majority
hopefully.
of regular crystals are formed in high-temperature environments. Dragonfall, on the other hand, is formed as a product of elemental reactions.
Elemental reactions can produce material objects?
Indeed they can. However, only a minority can survive for long periods of time. Dragonfall first emerged in the midst of a great battle, thousands of years ago. Powerful clashes of elemental energy gave birth to elemental crystals. When the fighting ceased, these geological remnants were miraculously preserved. And yet they are crystal creations all the same. Few and far between, relatively unknown. A few hundred years ago, they were virtually mined into obscurity. Why is it
do I
then
ever speak to
that a
Procedure here?
citizen of Liyue
I need
now
to speak to
wishes to
Procedure.
strike upon ore that has long since vanished from the earth?
Yeah, if he knows of its existence, surely he knows all of it's already been mined. Weird.
There are those in the mining trade who retain a keen interest in Dragonfall. But for someone like Mr. Kunjun, whose motivations for seeking it are unclear even unto himself, it's practically unheard of.
Only a lot from me? What do you mean? I don't think as much as the characters.
Ulterior motives?
Is he?
Is he a villain?
A conclusion that is presently impossible to reach. We must watch and wait. Don't forget, rescuing those miners is the primary objective. As for anything else, sooner or later the tide will reveal the lie of the land. We're drawing closer to our goal. I believe we should continue to follow this road through. Now that we've found one, the others won't be far away. When you're well rested, call Mr. Kunju. We should ensure this miner is settled here at the camp. Once we've brought this matter to a close, we can return and attend to him. I suggest we leave a note for Uncle Dai. If he does find the camp, he'll know what to do.
Archaic stone. There. Tian art.
Kunjun, we need to get going.
Yuck.
No problem. I'm done here.
Any results, Mr. Kunjun?
There are many beautiful rocks. Then again, the memories of ore can shift with the passage of time. Difficult.
So there's never any...
Rocks endure, but...
That makes sense.
Indeed.
High octane gameplay. Celestial skipping. Ancient tree to investigate. Haven't really walked here before. Do I need to like fly or something? Oh wait, no, I think below the tree. Oh damn it. Here. Yep.
Wow.
And there's so many mysterious looking...
This ancient... Let's conduct separate investigations. I'll take that area. Perhaps you could survey this section. All right, then.
Kunjun, can you see anything?
Well, there is this stone tablet.
Doesn't seem very interesting.
Huh. It's worth a try, surely. Let me... Oh! This is...
He's okay,
What's wrong?
Just a bit lightheaded. It's not...
Whatever. If you don't try...
If you don't try, you don't know.
Wait a minute.
All
Don't
of you.
Quick,
Fine Zong. Big Dong.
This has been newly dug. It would appear our answer is up ahead.
Is that a voice coming from the tunnel?
Compose yourselves. I will lead us in. There is an unusual presence emanating from inside the tunnel.
Prepare yourself.
Prepare yourselves.
And tread lightly. After preparing,
Listen.
The missing miners are here. What are they digging for?
I'm afraid that
cutscene
this
quality.
tunnel is the fruit of their strenuous labor.
That gate. Has it been there all along?
Digging a tunnel to this ancient seal. Had they not been discovered, they would undoubtedly persevere until they opened the gate.
So behind my seal, there's...
The sounds are a bit.
What do we do? We can't hurt them.
Let's get this. Wow. Is it Azda? Oh shit, wait, instantly. Wait, I'm not even healed. Oh god. But I semi-knew. I didn't know it was this fast though. God, what the hell? Please make it easy.
Yup.
What type of monster is this?
Morax.
Yup.
You arrive at my doorstep of your own volition. Excellent. Taking revenge for sealing me away will be all the easier.
So,
how do I get the shield?
The little girl is your power incarnate. But if you recall, Ishtaha, this is not how we intended for events to transpire.
Waste not your words.
Yup.
Your life is mine.
Yup.
Got something for you.
Yup.
Quake.
How do I get the shield?
Yup.
Rise.
Oh, I need to hit him, is it?
Yup.
Crust.
Yup. Yup.
Crumble.
Yup.
Motion to compel.
Crumble. King Dragon sends his regards.
Yup.
Watch out!
Allow me.
Yup.
You've recovered. How can that?
King Dragon sends his regards.
Yup.
Rise.
Shield, where's the shield?
Yup.
Incinerate.
Enraged Earth will not
Oh, D. Okay.
Yup.
Stabilize.
Oh god.
Yuck.
Adventure time.
Yuck. Yuck.
Gather.
Motion to compel. Off we go.
Yuck.
Face me.
Yuck. Yuck.
King Dragon sends his regards.
But my defense was watertight. Incinerate!
For 1,000-year pain.
King Dragon sends his regards.
Yuck. Yuck.
Boom!
Yuck. Yuck.
Absorption test.
Yuck.
Motion to compel.
From rock to dust. Sooner or later. From is once not enough.
Yuck.
You would forsake me again?
If that is what you choose to believe, so be it. He who bears the weight of memory is destined to shoulder the burden of truth, as it ought to be.
Yuck.
Gather.
Yuck.
Gather.
Yuck.
Stand clear.
Yuck. Yuck.
King Dragon sends his regards.
Yuck. Yuck.
King Dragon sends his regards.
Yuck. Yuck.
Boom! Ha! Ja! 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 Da!
King Dragon sends his regards.
Yuck.
Motion to compel.
Fisher.
Yuck.
King Dragon sends his regards.
Detestable.
Solidify.
Yuck.
Absorption test.
Yuck.
Incinerate.
Earth will not absolve you.
Ha! Ja!
Yuck.
Stabilize.
Yuck.
Ja! Ja! Ha!
Yuck. Yuck. Yuck.
Stand clear.
Yuck.
Boom! Ja!
Morax, you think you can destroy me?
Yuck.
Solidify.
Yuck. Yuck. Yuck.
Motion to compel. Da! Ja!
So infused with elements now. So that's nice.
Yuck.
Incinerate! Objection!
Cowardly insects!
Yuck.
King Dragon sends his regards.
Yuck.
This'll pack a punch.
Yuck. Yuck.
Boom!
Experience an eon of suffering!
Yuck.
Ja!
There is no atonement for 1,000-year pain!
Yuck.
Stabilize.
King
Dragon
sends his regards.
Yuck.
Ja!
Yuck.
Incinerate!
ยศยศ
Got something for you.
Nothing to
Yup.
fear.
ยศยศ
Motion to compare.
Oh, okay. One dead.
Morax, 1,000 years
It's
after
her.
you sealed me underground, you return for the second time.
You should call it by its name, Ajdaha. Fate.
Fate.
Fate? Fate? So here lies the wisdom of the gods. Destroy all
Damn, this little girl.
redundant, enlist tyrants to ravage the wilderness.
Damn.
No. You have forgotten.
That voice!
Ajdaha.
Huh? Kunjun?
Morax, it's been a while.
You're...
Ajdaha. The very same.
During the battle, you imbued us with your power.
Yes, it was all I could manage. Forgive me for concealing the truth, traveler. There were things that only became clear to me upon reaching this tree. Allow me to elaborate. I am not Ajdaha the whole, but a fragment. Heaven and earth, yin and yang, opposing forces. You can consider the existence of me and the Ajdaha you
Damn
see
it,
there
I skipped a lot of
to
his
be a reflection
of his
such
dialogue.
polarities.
Poor thing.
We are a schism of the will of Ajdaha.
So there are two Ajdahas?
No, it can't be. That's impossible.
When the seal loosened, your power manifested in this world as a child. With this new identity, you were able to vent about that's when it occurred to you. The loosening of the
I'll skip a
seal
bit. I'll read that one
constituted
later.
an opportunity to...
The audacity! Are you insane?
I was another power awakened with the loosening of the seal. Too weak to reincarnate, but strong enough to possess a human body. I was barely conscious. I couldn't remember who I was. Only the past.
I had sensed that something was amiss when you mentioned Dragonfall. Had your power been but a little stronger, I would have recognized you.
Don't blame yourself. I have
The rough
changed beyond
voice.
all recognition. Only when I touched the stone. It's been so long. A secret beyond all comprehension of youthful humanity and ancient.
There would be no harm in it. The decision is yours.
You haven't changed. Then allow me.
Oh no.
Ajdaha was once a friend and ally of the Geo-Archon Morax.
No.
With
More
a
words, you
lifespan
got.
far exceeding that of mankind.
More words. Please, no.
That which is the memories of rocks do not last long.
I'll
Erosion
listen to it
ground
later.
Ajdaha's consciousness into
I'll fight
oblivion.
Ajdaha again as well.
Slowly, Ajdaha.
What
No,
did you
please.
expect?
Bruh.
It was humanity that attacked the ley lines that sustained me.
This much is true. Which is why you attacked the chasm in the beginning, in order to open up new territory and increase production. The citizens of Liyue, erosion, made us even more savage. Morax shared with us some, and so we became you. And from your will,
Flesh.
emerged. I am your final contract.
Witness the promise between Ajdaha and Morax. You can hate me, but you cannot
deny me.
No. No!
I am the remnants of Ajdaha's benevolence, the echo of a contract set in stone. I harbor a willingness to go further, a willingness to coexist peacefully with mankind.
No! It is I, Ajdaha, forged of elemental crystal.
Morax is...
A lord over insects is nothing but an insect in turn.
You forgot yourself. Nobody, that which you have forgotten. I, all powers under heaven.
I don't want to speak.
A star
Please.
appears within the wild. A sun.
Much better.
Strange.
Kono kimochi.
What is this feeling?
You are spent, and I will soon disappear. Before I do, heed these words. In the wilderness, snow falls on a spring day. In an instant, it will melt. Even where it is fleeting and leaves no trace. Even...
No! That isn't true! I don't accept this as fate!
Perhaps it isn't, but it remains an inevitable misfortune.
More X!
More X. More X, please, more X.
The little girl vanished.
Are you satisfied, Ajdaha?
I had to make amends. Satisfaction had no part in it. So, Morax, you call yourself Zhongli these days?
I do.
Well, I'm afraid old habits die hard. To me...
As you please.
I never did forget your gift of sight.
I hardly lifted a finger. Think nothing of it.
And yet, you could see. You wouldn't know the yearning of a blind dragon, searching for the sun. A pair of eyes, from Morax to Ajdaha. This, I will remember.
Ajdaha will remember this.
Your power is nearly spent.
Ah, perceptive as old.
Shall we get going, you and I?
Aww,
Surely the
old
pressing
friends.
matter is still that of the miners trapped outside the seal.
Indeed. Hence the need to get going. To fix the damage left in your wake.
Straight down to business.
Can I claim my... Wait, does it give my item? Wait, it's not counted as a clear. Damn it. Is my feet lagging?
How did we get here? We need to go back and check on the miners.
I have to speak to them.
So there
Hello?
you are. My men and I found your clues and followed them straight here. We found Mao in a tent at the campsite unconscious. It seems he'll be okay. Sadly, we found no trace of the other three. Huh? Young Kun, What is...
Nothing. Pay it no mind. Those three
Cave? What happened?
Yeah, it's
Exhausted,
probably.
but not in danger. Don't worry.
Right. Well, thank you, all of you. I better go and see how they're doing.
So you're taking them back to Liyue Harbor?
That's right.
That's right.
Can I come with you?
No problem. You rescued my men. I'll be happy to assist all of you in any way I can. I'll be back soon. I need to assess their condition.
Kunjun, we should be calling you Ajdaha. You're coming back to Liyue.
Not I. Merely this body. Once I'm gone, the true owner will accompany the miners back to Liyue. Kunjun hails from a family of famous artisans.
You always did have a great admiration for blacksmiths.
Curious how swords and daggers are blind, yet their creators see so much. Perhaps empathy is mankind's proudest achievement after all.
Ajdaha.
I am no longer
the Geo Archon.
I can sense it.
Today I am just an ordinary citizen of Liyue.
Even you met such a fate.
No matter. If that day comes to pass, Liyue must prepare itself to face you.
And how will Liyue fare without Rex Lapis?
Even without a god above, this remains a nation of men. I was once their god. I ought to be here to witness their rise and fall.
All life is shaped. That's unimportant. You may live forever.
I do not pretend to match your rhetoric when it comes to the subject of a life long lived. I fear that the life of an elemental being is longer than any in this world.
Were it not so, you would have killed me long ago, and would not be having to face me again.
You've brought a smile to my face. When all is said and done, a reunion between old friends is an auspicious occasion.
That day in the chasm.
A heart of stone
Did you
is a
hesitate?
heart nonetheless. But I am the god of contracts, and was for a time a god of the people of Liyue.
You chose justice.
The movements of the Earth Dragon can tremble the earth and shake the heavens. With your abilities, even at my full strength, I struggled to confront you. Let alone see.
Hence my inception. Do not forget that I was there with old friend, god of contracts. I hereby honor our agreement.
Thank you, Ajdaha.
My life is nigh on eternal. I will go on with the infinite flow of time. And you, Morax, you too will live for me.
You're leaving?
If it is fated, Morax, we will meet again.
Yes. Don't be alarmed. He's only asleep.
Wow, that was so real.
In fact, we have yet to meet the real Kunjun. He was. Centuries may have passed since then, but events from 1,000 years ago remain crystal clear in my mind.
Crystal clear. You can hear the crystals clanging.
In our last tale, Rex Lapis was walking alone in the mountains. He heard a remote voice, unlike any other, coming from a crack in the earth.
Most of the ancient geo life forms that live below Liyue are blind, having not seen the sunlight for an age.
Is that it for the quest?
The voice was sometimes sad and song-like. Other times it was loud and thunderous. The Lord of Geo searched here and there before finally unearthing a strange stone from the bedrock.
That's how Ajdaha was. I answered his wish and took him above ground.
The Lord of Geo took pity on the rock spirit and carved it into a magnificent work of craftsmanship, a vivid representation of a dragon.
I bestowed him with a pair of eyes to see the world and came to an agreement with him.
With his fingers, he made 2 eyes, quicker than words could tell. Lightning flashed and thunder roared, and a living, breathing dragon soared into the clouds.
Is there still more procedure though?
I agreed to let him live among the people above ground. But if the day ever came when he brought ruin to order, he would once again be sealed in the dark.
The dragon accompanied the Lord of Geo, fighting campaigns alongside him in the 4 corners of the world. We have a saying to eulogize these events. The crash of a spear brought billowing dust. The mountains and waters made way at the sound. The sight of a dragon bestowed with a touch the promise of rainwater blessing the ground.
Blessing the ground. Yeah, that's it, I think.
A 1,000 years ago, Ejdaha attacked the chasm. I tried to obstruct him, fighting him tooth and nail down the length and breadth of the mine. Finally, I brought him down and sealed him underground. During that battle, Dragonfall was born. Ejdaha could sense the stone. Subconsciously, he wanted to use it to find me. Despite being the victor, I could not claim to be stronger than he, and in his heart, he still retained an ounce of goodwill towards me, towards Liyue, towards life above ground. He was willing to be sealed away, but as the erosion set in, he forgot. Even I cannot avoid it, but there is something I understand better than most. When the door opens, it is time to leave. The greater the power, the greater the danger erosion may bring about. The millennia may come and go, but even a stone may tire. Personally sealing away an old friend. This is just one form of erosion I have
Old
endured.
friend.
People abandon and surrender the things they love to pursue the right path. Perhaps this is the erosion imposed on me by the heavenly principles. That I was a god of mankind. My identity may change, but my eyes will bear witness to the history of humanity.
You still care a lot about Liyue.
Call it part of my duty.
Oof.
I must thank you both.
No worries.
No, don't hold on, please. End this.
Oh?
Oh?
About what?
About what?
Oh yeah, Paimon nearly forgot. So, not long ago, we met a guy called Dane. He told us about Conria and the punishment of the gods. That's when we realized that those events were connected to the person we're searching for. Zhongli, you're a god.
Oh shit.
You've lived
Important
through
story
thousands
stuff.
of years of history. Surely you experienced the incident?
I didn't come here for 6 months.
I cannot say.
Why? You can't even give us a thread of information? This is so important to us.
I understand. But I must apologize. This is my contract.
Contract with
You
who?
mean another past grievance? Like the incident with Ejdaha? Too painful to talk about?
It was signed before it all began. I have always honored the contract. And kept my silence.
How can you be like that?
You two are friends to me. I can assure it brings me no pleasure to disappoint you. But as the god of contracts, I cannot go back on my word.
Would you be ready to find out?
It appears your understanding of this world continues to grow. There are many events of ages past, many secrets that lie hidden. They have been eroded by time, forgotten by the people, abandoned. but you are capable of finding them and bringing them into the light. Those who come to witness will witness. Those who are born to remember will remember. If you take the same road as that person, there may be more difficulties ahead. But as long as you firmly believe that you are on the right path, everything has meaning.
Oh, done. Is that it? Is that it? Yeah, I guess like this is about where I'm gonna end the stream. Yeah, done. This is what a minor announcement, but I'm probably not like this is probably the last scheduled stream. So like after this there won't be like consistent Saturday streams. So I'll just check. I might stream like here or there, but not consistently on Saturdays. So yeah, no, because what it's not easy being like finding ideas to stream. Like I can just stream games, but then it will just be boring for me, and like there's no viewers as well. So as in even you guys don't really come in, especially if it's like Enter the Gungeon or Hades again. So like if I find an idea, I will come back, but like it won't be scheduled. So yeah, final stream. No, not really final stream, but yeah. Okay, I guess I'll just roll 10 in celebration. Y'all won't see it, but y'all probably can hear the sound. No? Hold on. Y'all probably will hear the sound. I'm rolling the Ito banner. So if anything actually pops out, I'll show you. So just celebration, 10 rolls. Ito banner. Please don't give me gold. Wait, actually give me gold. It's fine. God damn it. Purple. Whoa! Physical catalyst. Oh no. I'm not streaming regularly because very hard to schedule. Very hard to like find out with creative ideas. So like it's boring for me to stream as well. I'll just be here sulking. Oh my god, Goro! New character, perfect. No, it would be funny if I got the 5-star. But then I don't want Ito, so... Okay, that's nice, as nice as anything. I don't want to get Ito. I don't want to get Ito. Okay, if I get him, I'll pay him, I guess. But yeah, that's it lah. Do you want Waluigi or Bakamitai? Yeah, there was there's what is it called? I have a hotkey for wishes as well, so it sounds like this.
Magic's real.
Magic is indeed real.
Magic's real.
But I didn't get to use it much. But still, I guess I'll leave you off with Waluigi. Which one? I think the original one? No, just the 3 man.